Let's dive into this, y'all. Public gooners must be stopped. Interesting.
Have you ever thought about gooning in public? Okay, I know that's a crazy way to start off this video, but I feel like we just gotta get straight to the point. Like, have y'all ever thought about that? Just going out into public, you know, and gooning away? Probably not, because of two main reasons.
Now, let me keep it real, bro. If you yourself think of gooning in public, something gotta be wrong with your psychological whatever. Something is very wrong with you how do you even get thoughts like that? Like, come on.
Number one, it's illegal. There's a chance you can be put in jail from gooning in public, and you could also be put on the RSO, which I'm sure none of you want to be put on the RSO or want to go to jail. At least I'd hope. And then number two, because it's very weird. I feel like many of us can agree that if you go out in public and goon, it's odd. Gooning is something that, like, okay, this is going to be a crazy video already. I'm going to just say that right now. But like, gooning, it's something you do in private, and to do that in public, it's very creepy.
Hey, yo, hey, they're doing that shit is a sin. Y'all better stop gooning. I think every person, at least once in their life, they gooned. I mean, everybody down there in private, you don't want to be like, hey, I didn't do this. You did it. I know. Bruh. Hey, no, everybody down there, bro.
But the thing is, right, some people are just so gooned out to the point where it becomes an addiction, right? They've gooned so much to the point where they don't get pleasure from looking at a screen and gooning anymore in their room. And the only way they can get pleasure now is by going out in public and gooning. And this year, I swear, there's been so many cases of public gooners, and we're going to be talking about them in this video. We're going to start off with the most known public gooner that you all may already know, Nautica Malone. I'm sure we've all heard about his story by now, but if you haven't, I'ma tell y'all. So Nautica Malone was this 27-year-old married man with a kid who seemed to have a huge gooning issue. And he seemed to have the type of gooning issue where you can't get off to the regular stuff. So what he decided to do one day is go to a place called Bikini Beans, which is pretty much like a Starbucks and a Hooters combined. You get served coffee by women in bikinis. It doesn't sound too pleasant if I'm being real. And while
y'all don't blame that nigga. It's like this are the ones that push niggas to do this, bro. Like, imagine that nigga knew the place to go. He knew where you are. Like, I didn't even know this part of the story, but I just know I know when the story was trending on my feed, bro.
He was at Bikini Beans. He was gooning in his car while going through the drive-thru.
Oh my.
Hi, how are you? Good. Have you been here before?
Yeah.
Sir, you need to leave.
Hey!
Unacceptable.
Bruh! Yo, you know what saddens me is the fact that this guy is a married man, by the way. Has a wife, I don't know, children and stuff. And I imagine they're gonna live to see this moment because it will never go away. These things will always be there. She's so crazy, man.
Call 911.
With no pants on, by the way, just bare booty cheeks on the seat, gooning in his car while driving. And one of the workers happened to be recording this because this wasn't the only time he's done something like this. And since the establishment got it on video, they decided to upload the video. And this video went mega viral. And when I tell you, everyone was clowning on this man. And since everyone was clowning him, this man was drowning in embarrassment. And a day later, he decided to commit, which is very sad. Condolences to the man's family. And the
yeah, rest in peace to him. Rest in peace to the guy, man. Hey, that's so stressful, man. Imagine that would be so embarrassing. Like, he couldn't handle it, but yeah, rest in peace to him, by the way. Yeah, rest in peace, man.
Craziest part is that this got turned into a meme shortly after. People referred to this as a goonicide. Even his car got turned into a meme. The black Challenger is now referred to as the ghost of the goon, all because of this man. You can't drive
Yo, ghost of the goon is crazy wag, though. Bro, that was my dream car. I was planning to get me that. Now y'all call it the ghost of the goon? Nah, bro, y'all gotta chill, man.
The black Challenger anymore in society, or people are gonna scream, "The ghost of the goon!" The ghost of the goon. Then you had weirdos doing tributes and saying that Bikini Beans killed the man, pretty much blaming Bikini Beans for recording him and uploading it online.
I can't goon! I can't goon! You that man! You
But in my opinion, like, you can't get mad at Bikini Beans. I mean, this man quite literally pulled up with his pants down, gooning in his whip. Like, how can you be mad at the workers? They're just trying to work. You also had weirdos doing memorials for this man outside of Bikini Beans.
When I say his name, you say Nautica. Say his name! Nautica! Say his name! Nautica!
Nah, that is. They even have cards for Gooning. Now, this thing is a community. I can tell you that, bro. I can tell you that. To the point where they have communities to do that. Come on.
He quite literally sexually harassed a woman, and y'all are over here celebrating this man for content. It's very odd. Like, I feel like when it comes to the memes, right? The memes are more making fun of the situation, which it sounds so messed up. Because at the end of the day, the man died, and his daughter won't grow up with the father, and his wife won't raise the daughter with their husband. You know, it's very sad. But I feel like going out.
I feel like in this case, the daughter should be in homeschooled. Because I don't think she can go to a public school. Just imagine in public school, someone says, yo. And then no, I don't even want to imagine that happening, bro. Poor person. Poor soul.
In public and holding a whole memorial at Bikini Beans for Nautica Malone when this man sexually harassed a woman, I feel like that's insane. Now, after the death of Nautica Malone, Bikini Beans actually decided to drop a statement saying, "Our thoughts and prayers are with the family of the individual involved during this difficult time. This was an unfortunate and tragic situation. As a company, the safety of our employees is always our top priority. In this case, an individual chose to commit a crime at one of our locations. We take incidents like this very seriously and remain committed to protecting our team and maintaining a safe and respectful environment. Thank you for your continued support." And a lot of people online were defending Nautica Malone, saying, "I hope your business gets sued for posting that man on the internet. It's one thing to make a poor choice. It's another to be ashamed and bullied to the world. Name the employee who did it and let's see how she likes being doxxed online." Bikini Beans is literally a Starbucks version of Hooters. They're enabling this degeneracy. Hooter girls have
Facts. That's what I've been saying. They're the one that enabled these guys to do this. Imagine some people would take this literally and just go there and just go now. And who knows what happens, by the way. They get caught, posted it online. Now they're exposed. I mean, but let's be real though. But also the guy is wrong, by the way. But just knowing that is for like bikinis, saving bikinis and stuff. Like, just be from him.
More clothes on, which I feel like is so stupid to defend this man, because the man once again quite literally sexually harassed a worker. Just because the workers are wearing bikinis, that doesn't mean you can just show up with your pants down gooning away. You think that just because a employee is wearing a bikini you can just walk in stroking your meat? Like, you can't do that. That's insane. Is this establishment made to get money out of these weird and horny men? Most definitely. But the dude quite literally,
that's the thing. I'm not saying guys might as well get beat here. I'm not saying he's right for what he did, but what I'm saying is that bikini thing is like targeted at that type of audience. So you most likely expect those type of guys to be the type of guys who would just go in public. That's something to be expected, especially if you are dealing with things that like that, because those are your target audience, because those are the people that you are attracting to your place. Might as well they're gonna go like how they done in this scenario.
pulled up with his meat out. That's weird and illegal. Stop defending this man. Don't get me wrong, I don't think the man should have offed himself because of this. I think that's very sad. Once again, his daughter not growing up with the dad, and his wife lost her husband. It's a very tragic situation. But at the same time, Nautica Malone sexually harassed a girl. Like, we can't sit here and act like he didn't. A lot of people are trying to be like, oh, why'd they post the video and stuff like that? I mean, this thing has happened before with this guy, so they just wanted to protect themselves. But that's not even the craziest public gooner case. There's another case where a man named Gary Miles pulled off a drive-by goon in Philadelphia. It's not always sunny in Philadelphia. Basically, what this man Gary Miles did is he walked into a Dollar Tree, gooned on a girl's leg, and ran out.
I remember this one, bro. I remember this shit, bro. Like, it's like, bro, y'all gotta see this. Let's hope he plays the video.
Look, he nutted on my leg. You gonna help me? Oh my god! He nutted on my leg.
Nah, there's some levels of diabolical, bro. This guy should be taken to jail. He don't deserve to be out here in the streets, bro. Like, what comes to your head to be able to do this, bro? Nah, bro, this shit no safe, bro. The streets are no safe if niggas can do this.
This video is genuinely so sad
It's
because
sad,
this
man.
woman is crying while saying this. These public gooners gotta go. Now, as you can see, the man ran off before the cops could arrive, and this video was posted on
Nah, bro. Look at him, though, bro. Look at him. Just look at this goof, bro. Just what?
Public gooners gotta go. Now, as you can see, the man ran.
Bro, just look at this goon, bro. Just look at him. How pathetic. How pathetic, bro. The audacity to just go night on somebody's leg is crazy. Just saying that on his own, that's just crazy, wow.
Off before the cops could arrive, and this video was posted on the internet and it went mega viral. It went so viral that Philadelphia legend Meek Mill chimed in, offering $2,000 to who could find the man. Let's play manhunt with him today in Philly, some community service. I got 2 bands for his low, but you gotta connect, which I like that. Meek Mill's trying to crack down on these weirdos in Philly. He doesn't want these weirdos taking over his city. He also said, just go live with him, don't pursue him. It gotta actually be you. Philly small, people know where this creep ass dude at. Get him the out of here. We need community protection also, which is facts, but also at the same time, this man saying go live with him, it's kind of funny. It's like, oh, I found the guy who gooned on the girl's leg, I'm gonna just go live. Hey, Meek Mill, I'm live, I got him right here. Like, that's just kind of that's insane. But hey, Meek Mill has said some wilder things, you know, like asking for vibrating panties. Another insane part about this whole case is that the man's t-shirt while doing this said, it's not going to lick itself with a candy cane on it. This man is the most freaked out human being on this planet. This is disgusting. This is a sick human. But later, this guy ended up turning himself in. He was on the run, but I guess post-nut clarity hit, and the man decided to take a stroll over to the police station, and he was charged with indecent assault, indecent exposure, open lewdness, and harassment. And crazy enough, this wasn't his only time doing something like this. Between April 2011...
Facts, what do y'all think? Do you think this is, like, this guy been doing this for life, bro? It's not the, like, for you to have that courage to even go and not on somebody's leg, you gotta have some experience with this, bro. He gotta have done this so many times to the point where this is just a day in the life for him.
In December 2021, Gary Miles was arrested at least 5 times on charges including indecent assault, indecent exposure, open lewdness, disorderly conduct, and burglary. 5 times within 10 years? Jesus, man. Now, one of those 5 cases actually involved him breaking into a family's house while being exposed.
Deja recalls waking up to Miles standing at the bed where she slept next to her mom, who was pregnant.
See a man over my mother. He's exposing himself.
Miles was arrested and had several court appearances.
He had said he had been in our house several times before the day that we saw him.
This man is truly a sick human being. And throughout the research of this video, I couldn't find him being in jail, unfortunately. I hope he's in jail, but if he's not, that's gonna be bad because he's probably just gonna keep on doing this again, and again. But you know who else is a sick human? A man named Joshua Scornavacci, who was a 37-year-old man who drove 150 miles to watch a Korn concert. Korn is a band, for y'all that don't know. And while watching the concert,
bro, at least you said it in context. I'm like, oh, I was like, is that something like that? But anyways, man, he said it.
He decided to just start gooning out of nowhere. And concert goers noticed this and they decided to start recording because this is weird. This is disgusting. Get this man going. And he just kept stroking away.
Oh! Yo, just tell me what this guy's doing, bro. How could you go in a concert and there's nothing there? Just how is he turned on? Like, how are you so turned on to the point where you can do this, bro? There's nothing here that's pleasing. Yo, you gotta look at this, bro. There's nothing in this crowd that's so pleasing that will get a nigga to G's off, bro. Look at him. Boy, enjoy himself. Hey!
And I don't know what's crazier, gooning at a concert or gooning to the song that he's gooning to. How are you gooning to metal? And it's crazy because this guy definitely heard everyone around saying ill. He just didn't care. Like, you went to a concert, you went there to hear the music and feel the vibes, right? You can definitely hear these people around saying ill. They're closer to you than Korn is on stage. And the worst part is that this guy only stopped after getting punched in the head by one of the concert goers. He didn't stop after hearing people say ill and stuff like that. He stopped after getting punched in the head, which I'm glad he got punched because this is weird. There's kids around in this stadium. But after that, the police came to take him away.
Bro. How do you live like this, man? How do you go about a day knowing that there's a video of you going out there in the stadium? That's crazy work, though.
He was later charged with lewdness and resisting arrest, but since then he's been released and due in court sometime this month. This actually happened very recently.
Oh my.
And the story is so wild to me because, like, you're telling me that you drove all these miles and spent all this money to beat off at a concert? You could have just done that in the comfort of your own home, man. Like, without wasting any money or any time or any gas, you know? This man put wear and tear on his car just to beat off at a concert. It's so insane to think about, but this man is so gooned out to the point where he doesn't think like that. This man was just thinking about the rush that he was gonna get beating off at the Korn concert. He was chasing that next high, and that next high was gooning at the concert. You know, he couldn't get off in his room anymore. It's so crazy. Like, I just can't imagine myself like just pulling out my meat and gooning around a bunch of people, especially at a concert. Are we being dead serious right now? Another place I couldn't imagine myself gooning at is school. Yet there's so many people out there that goon at school. Crazy.
Yeah, man, I met a couple of them, bro. Back in the day, bro, niggas used to go in school. Crazy stories, bro. If I could do a story time, bro, y'all finna be so surprised. But in school, yo, going was a thing, though. It was normalized, though.
Enough. There's actually been this video that I saw on TikTok recently where these girls were doing a study date at their university, and while they were doing this study date, a dude sat super close to them and started gooning.
Bro.
How can you goon at school? Like, that's a place where you gotta show up every day. I understand at a university you don't see the same people every day as much as, like, let's say high school or middle school, right? But still, like, how can you just goon at school? It's so weird. But hey, maybe he wasn't a student, you know? Maybe he just decided to go to a college campus to goon to the students, which would make it even more weird if I'm being real. I kind of doubt that though, because there's a backpack laying in front of him. Unless the man bought a backpack to go to a college campus to goon, which would make this even more insane than it already is, but I highly doubt that. I think this guy had to be a student. There's no way he wasn't a student. He looks young. He's got the backpack. He looks around their age. He's got to be a student. That's just very, very weird. This whole public gooning thing has got to stop, man. It's so weird. It's disgusting. Like, I can't imagine just sitting somewhere and somebody's just gooning right next to me. I'm gonna have to just punch the dude, really. I'm gonna have to do them like they did the dude at the concert gooning. All in all, my final thoughts on this whole, like, public gooning thing. Control your gooning before the gooning controls you. If you have a gooning issue, get...
That's the thing, y'all. Like, please, bro. If you want to goon, just do it from the comfort of your home. Nobody's gonna be there. You ain't gonna be locked up. So just do it at your own comfort. But not that I condone it. You shouldn't even goon, bro. Just go find you someone who'll give you a good time. Yeah, make sure you subscribe, man. Peace out, man. I'm out.